It's a new day with a new tutorial. On today's video, I will teach you or explain to you how you can select best teams for bet winning. So, sofascore app is what we are coming to use for this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment if you don't understand anything, and share the videos for others to also enjoy. So we will go to the leagues. That's the leagues. So that we can pick our best teams from any country or all the countries. So we have England, Spain, Germany, Italy, France. That's the major leagues, or that's the main leagues or important league that they play across the world. Then Africa, Asia, Europe, and others. Then we move on to the other teams. So we have all these national teams that you can pick your teams from, your best team. So not every team that you pick will make your bet win. So we have teams which are good for bet winning. That's what we are coming to do. So we will take, let's move on to Europe. All the teams that play in the Europe, they are from the national, they are from the club team. So we start with the England. So when you tap on the app, it will open like this. So then we move on to England Premier League and we go to their standing. So their standing, that's where we are come to pick our teams. So when you see the standing like this, so we have Man City, Arsenal, Newcastle, Man U, Liverpool, Brighton, Aston Villa. So let's assume if you want to pick your best teams, your best team for this, you go for Man City. That's the first. They are on the league top. So then you tap on this, you check their form, you see they are good. So then you take them as your best team. Then you check their matches. So when you check their matches, you can see that they are good. So then you pick them as your best team. Then you take them. Then when you tap on the bell icon, it will add it to your favorite team. It will add it to your favorite. So anytime Man City is playing against any team, they will notify you. Then you go and check the team that they are playing. If the team that they are playing is good or not, you will see, then you bet on. So that's the first way you can pick your best team. So then you move on to Arsenal. So Arsenal, then you check for Arsenal if they are good or not. So as you can see, their form is here. That's their form, the match they are playing with. Then you move on to their matches. So as you can see, they win, they draw, they win, they draw. You check their standing, they are on the second. So if you want to pick Arsenal as your favorite team, then you can go ahead and pick your Arsenal as your favorite team. So anytime they are playing, you can go and check if the team they are playing is good, then you bet on it. So Arsenal, their form recently is not good, so you can add it to your favorite team or you cannot add it. So if you want to add it, then you tap on this one, the icon, they follow, then Arsenal will be your favorite team. Then the next team is Newcastle. So Newcastle is also on the third on the league block, so they have form, they are on form. So you can add Newcastle to your favorite team if you check their matches. Then if you want to add them as your favorite team, then you tap on this, then they will add it to your favorite team. Then Man U is also here. Then if you want Man U too, then you check their form, they are also good. So you can add Man U to your favorite team. Then you tap on the follow icon, this one. When you tap it, it will add. Then you go for you have checked Man U. So then the next one is Liverpool. So if you want to add Liverpool, they are on form. So you can add Liverpool to your favorite teams as you can. Then you go and check their matches, their previous matches. So getting to the end of the season, Liverpool has got what? A massive form. So as you can see, then you add it to your favorite team. I have already added. That's why they have tickets with the blues color. So that's how you pick your team. So if you want to pick your teams, always when you open the league, always select the first three teams, the top three teams. So first, second, third. That's how you pick your favorite teams from. So you can pick your first three teams from the table. That's if you then you move on to the maybe 4th, 5th, 6. If they are good, you check their form, their matches. Then if they are on form, you can add it to your favorite teams. So that's the England Premier League. Then let's move on to their championship. So you can also come here and pick your favorite team from the championship again. So on the championship, we have so many teams. Then you move on to their standing. So this is the league. So Benin is on the top of the league. So they are getting to the end of the season. So Benin is on top of the league. So there's Benin and their form. So they are good. So you can add them to your favorite teams. So Benin, then you check their statistics. As you can see the matches they have played, you check their matches. They are good. They don't lose many matches. Yeah, they don't lose many matches. So when you are picking your favorite teams, always check the number of wins that the team would always win. As you can see, they don't lose. They win a lot. So you can add it to your favorite teams anytime they are playing. You can bet on them because they are good. Then you move on to the second team, which is Sheffield. Sheffield United. Sheffield United too, they are on form. So as you can see, they don't lose a lot. So the number of wins is higher than the number of loses they lose. So you can check their matches as you can see. Then you check their form. They are on form too. So as you can see from, so you can add it to your favorite teams. So anytime they are playing, you can come and bet on their behalf. And the next one is Luton. So Luton 2 is on the third on the log. So they are on form. So as you can see, so when you add them to your favorite teams, you can go for straight win, double chance, and others because checking their forms, they draw a lot, they got many wins, they don't lose a lot. So you can add it to your favorite team. Then you add it to your favorite. Then the next one is, so you can add only the top three to your favorite teams. So anytime any of these teams are playing, you can visit the page and pick your teams. Then you choose your bet. It's easy way of winning bet. Is easy. You can do this. So don't pick a team like this. They are on fourth. So as you can see, they are fourth. They lose a lot. So you can't add them to your favorite teams. Then when you check their matches, lose, draw, lose, win, lose. So they always lose. So you don't have to add them to your favorite teams. Then you move on to the next one. So let us miss okay. So first, second, third, it's okay for you to choose them as your favorite team, so that any time they are playing, then you go for your best. So let's move on to next one. We are still on the England. You can pick many teams as your favorite team from the England. So let's move on to the League One. So League One, then you move on to standing. So this their standing. So Plymouth is on top of League One. England, League One, League. So these are their form. As you can see, they are good. So you can check their matches to win, lose, win. They win a lot. The number of winning is higher than the number of lose. So they win a lot. So when you check their form too, it's also good. So you can add them to your favorite teams, and then you tap on the icon here. So then it will take blue like this. When tick blue, it means they have added the team to your favorite teams. So anytime they are playing, you'll get a message so that you can go and bet at their back. So this is the first one, Plymouth. Then we have Ipswich Town. As you can see, massive form. They don't lose. All their matches they have won it. So as you can see, they have won a lot. The number of winning is higher than the number of lose. So you can just add them to your favorite teams so that anytime they are playing, you bet at their back. So you check their form, everything is on point. So they can be your favorite team. You can bet at their back anytime they are playing. That is another strategy for bet winning. Then the third team is Sheffield Wednesday. Let's check their matches. They are also good, but not that good. They lose a lot. So This one, their form is not so that good, but you can also add it to your favorite teams. If you don't want it, you can leave it, because we should not we won't add them to it. Their form is not sound, so that this one too the same thing. They are not good, so we don't have to add them. So we just add Plymouth and which Town. That is the only two teams. We will get it from here. Then we add it to our favorite teams. Then the next one is, let's move on to League Two. League Two, England, they have so many leagues that they play. So we move on to League Two. We have Leighton Orient. Leighton Orient is on the top of the league. So let's check if they are good or not. So they draw, lose, win, win, draw, draw, draw. They drew a lot. So you can check. Let's assuming their matches, they are not so that good. So as for me, I will not add them to me. I will not add them to my favorite teams, because they lose, and then they get a lot of cars too. So when you add them to your, they are on top of the league, but their form and the number of cars they get is always high. So let's move on to the second team. So the second team, check their form. They are good than the first team. So they check their form, as you can see. They are good, so you can add them, and they don't concede many goals. They don't get many bookings or casts, so you can add them to your favorite team like this one. So when you tap on this like this, they have added to your favorite team. So they are also good, so you can add them. Not always, if the team is on top of the league, that you can add them as your favorite team. It may be that they are on the top of the league, but they are not good. They cannot score goals. They concede a lot of cars, but still they can be on top of the league. So when you are choosing your favorite teams, always do the right thing before you choose your favorite team. So that's the third league, Northampton Town. So as you can see, they are on form. They are on form. So they don't lose a lot, but they always concede cars. That's booking. So you can you can add them to your favorite team. Then you bet like booking, goals, and others. So you can add them to your favorite teams. Then you tap the follow button, then we'll take blue, then you add them. So not always, if the team is on the top of the league, that it you have to always add them as your favorite team. No, you have to do a lot of research. You check their matches, the number of winning, lose, draws, and others before you add them to your, the number of goals. If they don't consider a lot of cards and others, then you add them to your favorite team. You can add the fourth team to your favorite teams. Then anytime they are playing, you can bet them, because they are on form, as you can see. But they don't score more goals. That's the only problem. So then you add them to your favorite teams. So you can do the same strategy for many teams. So let's move on to National League. So they have so many leagues they played. So if you want to add more to your favorite team, so we have Wrexham United. You can also come on. This is National League, so you can check their matches. As you can see, they are good. So they win a lot. They win all their matches. They have won a lot than their number of what loses. So you can add them to your favorite team. Then tap on this. If you check their matches, as you can see, they score more goals. They don't consider a lot of cars. The number of winning is higher than the number of lose. So you can add them to your favorite team, so that anytime they are playing, you can bet at their back. Then the next one is North Country. Let's check their matches and see something. If they are also on form, yes, they are also on form. They win a lot than the number of lose. So you can check their matches here. Then you check their form. They are on form, and you add it to your favorite. So when you tap the follow button like this, it will add to your favorite team. Then you choose your favorite team now. Then next one's Chesterfield. So Chesterfield is also here. So let's check if Chesterfield have form. So they lose, win, lose, win, draw. Okay, as you can see here, their form is not good, so you don't have to add them to your favorite team, or you don't have to bet at their back because they are not good. Their form is not good, but still they are on third of the league, so you don't have to add them. Then you leave them. Then you check for the fourth team; they are also not good, so that's good. Then these are the teams, the first and the second team that you can select for your that you can select as your favorite team. So this is the England National League. Then you can also let's quickly move from England and go to Spain. So EFL and others, they are all the teams from League One, League Two that they combine them to play the FA Cup, EFL and other things. So then let's move on to Spain. So Spain we have So let's close the England League One. Okay, Spain. We have Spain La Liga, League Two, Premier Federation, Segunda Federation, and others. So let's take the La Liga and pick our favorite teams from La Liga and see. So La Liga, we have these are the matches they're standing. So Barcelona, ATM, Real Madrid, Real Sociedad, Villarreal, Betis. So here you can pick so many teams as your favorite teams. So let's take Barcelona for instance. They are playing live match. So Real Valladolid has scored them 3-0. This one they have won the league already. So let's take their matches. So as you can see, Barcelona lose, win, 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 lose, win, draw, lose, win, 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 win. So as for Barcelona, you can see they are a big team. So anytime they can win your bet for you. So you can add them to your favorite team. If you don't want to add it, then you tap on this. If you want to add it, then you add it. Because they are a big team, they have the players. So anytime they are playing against a smaller team, the probability that they will win is always very high. So you can choose to bet or add them to your favorite team. That's Barcelona. Then you go for ATM. That's Atletico Madrid. So Atletico Madrid too, you can check their matches to if they are good, then you add them. So they don't score more goals, but they will give you bookings, cars, and others. So you can check their matches. If they are good to you, then you add them. If they are not good, then you remove from your favorite team. So ATM, as for me, I will not add them because they don't win a lot. They always play defensive and other things. So I don't usually bet on their back. So let's take Real Madrid. So Real Madrid, okay, this season their form is not good. So as you can see, they are not on form. They are on the top of the league. They are on top. They are on third, but their form is not good. Their form is not good. So you can choose to add them because they can win if they are playing against smaller teams. So you can add them to your teams. And if you don't want to add them, then you tap on it to remove. So you have to do some research. Then you go for Real Sociedad. Real Sociedad is also here. As you can see, they are on form. So getting to the end of the season, they are on form. So you can add them to your favorite teams. Then if you don't want it, then you add them because they are on form than Real Madrid. So you can add them. If you don't want to add them, then you remove it. So we have added, and then you move on to Villarreal. So Villarreal is also here. Let's check Villarreal's matches, their previous matches. Lose, win, win, lose, 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 lose. So here we can add Villarreal to our favorite teams. They can give us goals because they score more goals. If you want to go for over 1.5 or 2.5, you can add them because they score more goals. As you can check for the matches they have played, you can see that they score more goals. So you can add them to your favorite teams. If you don't want to add them, then you remove it. So the option that you want to bet for in the bet, that's why you add the team. If you want to go for goals, if you want to go for corners and other things, then you add the teams to it. That's how things work. So let's move on to League 2. That is Spanish. We are still on Spain. So we are picking our favorite teams from Spain League. So this is Spain League 2. So Spain League 2, let's check their standing and see if the teams there are good or not. Let's check their standing. Okay, here you go. So Granada, Las Palmas, Alaves, Levante, Elba, and Abesti. That's how their league is, or that's how the league is. So that's how the standing is. So let's check it and see. So we have Granada. Granada is on top of the league. So let's check their form and see. So these are their forms. So let's check their matches and see. As you can see, they are on top of the league. They don't score more goals. They concede more cars, bookings, and they also lose a lot. But still, they are on top of the league. As you can see, they concede more bookings. They get more red cards. They don't score more goals. But still, they are on top of the league. So this one, if you want to add them to your favorite teams, you have to either go, you don't have to go for win-win to them. You can go for bookings or under goes to these teams before you add them as your favorite teams, because they don't score more goals, they concede more cars, and they don't win a lot. So yeah, you can go for goals, under, or bookings if you want to add them to your favorite teams. But as for me, I will not add them to my favorite team because they are on top, but their form is not good. So then I'll remove it. Then I'll take Las Palmas once and see if they are good or not. Then check their matches. The same thing apply to Las Palmas. They don't score more goals, they concede cars, but still they are on second of the league, so I will not pick them. Then I will not add them to my favorite teams. Then let's move on to this team. The same thing, they concede more cars, they don't score more goals, but they are on third. So here, I don't think I will get a team from this Spanish second division, that's Segunda division, because they concede more cars. So here, what will be good for you is if you want to bet on bookings, then you come for La Liga 2, Spanish La Liga 2, because the number of cars they concede there is very, very high. So you can visit the La Liga 2 for your bookings, your cars, and everything. So here we not pick any team because the teams on top, they are not good, they are not on good form. So this is how you use your strategy to pick your best teams. So let's move on to another league. So here is Premier, and this one is female league. So we don't pick our teams from this side. So let's move on to Germany. So Germany, let's close Spain. Okay, then we move on to Germany. So we have the Bundesliga, the second Bundesliga, League 3, and so they have so many leagues that they play at Germany. So let's take Germany Bundesliga and check if we can get our favorite teams, our best teams from the side. So Dortmund is on top of the league with 70 points. So let's check if we can add Dortmund to our favorite team. So then we check their matches. So Dortmund, okay, they can give you goals because they score more goals. They don't concede more cars. They score more goals. So if you want to go for goals, if you want to go for over, you can add them. Their form is not so that bad. They can give you win. They can also give you double chance. They don't lose a lot, so you can add them to your favorite team. So then you tap on the follow. Then it add to your favorite teams because their form is good. They can give you goals. They can give you many things. So then you add them to your favorite teams. Then we have Bayern Munich. So Bayern, as you can see, they will give you goals, but their form is not good. They don't have form because they lose, always lose. So if you want, you can add them to your favorite teams, but their form is not good, but they can give you goals. So if you want to go for goals, but their form is not good. So for me, this season I will not add Bayern to my favorite teams because their form is not good. If you go for goals, you can add them. If you don't want to go for goal, then you leave them. Then the next one is Leipzig. So Leipzig is also here. They are on third of the league, but they are on form. So their form is good, but not all that good. So you can check. If you check their matches, you can see that they they are on form. Okay, they will give you goals too. Then they don't lose a lot like Bayern. Okay, so you can add them to your favorite team. So then you add them to your favorite teams. So not always if the team is on top of the league, that is always you have to add to your favorite team. No, so here I'll take Leipzig over Bayern, then I'll add Leipzig to my favorite team. Then you go for Union Berlin. So Union Berlin, they are on third of the league, but they lose a lot. They don't score more goals. Their number of losing is very high, so I will not take them as my favorite team because they can spoil your bet at any time. Then I'll go for Freiburg. So Freiburg too, I'll check their matches and see. Okay, their form is not good because they concede more cars anytime they are playing. So if you want to go for cars booking, you can go to their matches. Then you can add them to your favorite teams. If you want to go for booking, then you can add them to your favorite teams. But for this one, I will not add them. So I think that's all because getting to the bottom of the league, there's no team which is good that you can add to your favorite teams. Then you move on to League Bundesliga 2. So that's the Bundesliga 2. Say Bundesliga 2 is also here. So we have 18 teams. So the first one, the league is Darmstadt. Darmstadt, depending how you pronounce it. So then let's move on and check their matches. So okay, they are on form, but they are not all that good. So you cannot rely on them every day. So if you check their matches, you can see they win, but they concede more bookings. But still, they are on top of the league. So here, I won't add them to my favorite team because they lose anytime they lose. So you can go for goals. Yeah, but adding them to your favorite team is not so that nice because they are okay. Let's add them. Let's add them to our favorite teams. Let's add them. So next one is we are still on Spain Bundesliga 2. So here we have Heldenheim. So as you can see, this year on second on the league, but their form is good than the one at the top. So this year on second, but their form is good. They score more goals, 30 goals. So the probability that they will score goals for you is very high. So here you can add them to your favorite team. You can add them, then you add it to your favorite team. Then you go for Hamsbeck. So Hamsbeck, you check their matches too. They score more goals. The goals they will give it to you, but they concede more bookings. So anytime you are betting, you can go for goals rather than going for straight win for them. So you can add them to your favorite team, but make sure you go for goals. You don't have to go for straight win. Then the others two, I don't think they are good. These are the best teams you can select from the League One. Here too, okay, they are on form. Okay, here this one you can add the St. Pauli to your team. Their form is not so that bad. You can add them to your team. So they are on form, but still you can add them. So after that, then we are moving from League Bundesliga 2 to let's say League 3. We are picking our best teams from any of the countries. So that's how we are doing. So we have Everspock is on the top of the League 3. But their form, they are not good. They are not good because as you can see, lose. So here, you don't have to add them to your favorite team. You don't have to add it because their form is not good. Then the next one to the same thing, so you don't have to add them. Then you move on. Let's move in from this side and go to the rest are female. So let's close. We are finished with the Germany, so we are going to Italy. They play a lot of leagues, so you just pick only the importance leagues. So they take the Serie A. A, Serie A. So that's the Serie A game. So we have Napoli. Napoli is also here. Let's check Napoli. The number they are standing, so 86 plus 47 goals. Then we check their matches. So Napoli, okay, they are not so that bad. They lose a lot, but they win a lot. They will give you the goals. They score more goals: 4-4, 3-3, 3-5-5. Okay, their winning probability is also high, and they score more goals too. So you can add them to your favorite team. They don't concede more bookings, so you can add them to your favorite team. Then you add it because they can give you goals. They can also give you win, draw, and others. They don't lose a lot. So when you add them to your favorite team, anytime you bet on their back, your bet is free to go. So that's how it is. Then the next one is Lazio. Let's check Lazio form and see. Lazio, okay, they lose. The number of losing is high. They concede more bookings. So here you can go for either goals or bookings for them. So if you want to add them to your favorite teams, you add them. They always bet on goals or bookings because they don't win a lot of matches. That's how you add your favorite team. Then the next one is Inter Milan. As for Inter, either goals or win. So that's Inter for you. So Inter here, okay, they are on form. So but the number of booking is also high. So if you want to go for bookings, you can go to Italy Premier League like Serie A. They concede more bookings, so you can go and bet your booking. So you can add Inter Milan to your favorite team because they are good, as you can see. They are on form, so you can add them to your favorite teams. Then you tap, then you add them. Then you move on to Milan. Italian Serie A, they have so many big teams, so you can add more teams to your AC Milan. Their form for this season is not so that good. So as for me, I will not add AC Milan to my favorite team because they are not good, as you can see. They are not good. So you can remove them from your favorite team like this because they are not good. But still they are on fourth of the league. So then you go for Atlanta. You go for Atlanta and check their form and see. So Atlanta to their matches, the same thing. They are not good. So you cannot rely on them. Because today they will win, tomorrow they will draw, tomorrow they will lose, win, lose. So it's not so that good that you can rely on them. So Atlanta, we will not add them to our favorite teams because they can spoil your bet at any time. Then you go for Roma. Let's check Roma and see if you can add them to our favorite teams. Roma, draw, win, lose, draw, lose. As you can see, Roma, they always draw. The number of draw is very high. The number of lose is very high. So this one, we cannot add them to our favorite team because we cannot rely on them for about 3 matches. Either they will lose, they will draw, they will lose, they will draw. They don't score more goals too. So we will not add them to our favorite teams. Then we go for Juventus. That will be our last prediction, our last pick from Italy. So here, Juventus too, their form is not good, as you can see. Their form is not good because they lose, they win, lose, win, lose, lose. So you cannot rely on them. So we will not add them. The other teams, they are not good. So yeah, that's all the teams we pick from Italian Serie A for this season. Then Serie B is also there. Serie B. So we have Serie B over here. Let's move on to Serie B. Their first team is Frosinanen. That's the team on top of the league. Let's check them and see if we can add them to our favorite teams because okay, they are on form. As you can see, they don't lose a lot. The number of winnings is higher than the number of lose. So when you add them to your favorite teams, anytime they are playing, you can either they score more goals too, they draw sometimes, but the number of lose is low. So you can add them to your favorite team. Then you tap on this like this because they can give you the goals. They don't lose a lot. As you can see, they don't lose a lot. So you can add them to your favorite teams. That's how things work. So then let's move on and check the second team, Genoa. See, Genoa is also here. So Genoa, okay, the same too. They are on form. They are on form, as you can see. They don't lose a lot. The number of winners is very high than the number of lose. So they draw sometimes, but it's also low. They score more goals too. So you can add them to your favorite teams. And then you tap on the follow button, little blue, and add it to your favorite teams. That's how things work. So this is how you add. This is how you select your best teams for bet winning every day. And sofascore is very easy and simple. So let's check this one and see. Berry is also here. So Berry, they don't score more goals. They don't score more goals. And they also don't win a lot. But they draw sometimes. Their number of winning is also not so that bad. So you can add them to your favorite team, but you have to add them as your under or something like that. So let's add them. So yeah, let's add them. Then the next one is Parma. Parma is also this team. They are on form. They are on form. Okay, here lose win, lose win, lose win, lose win, lose win. Okay, Parma too. We can't add them because they sometimes lose win, lose win is also add more cars. They concede more cars. So when you add them, they are on form, but they concede more cars. And their winning too is not so that good, so you cannot add them to our favorite team. Cagliari, so let's see Cagliari and let's check Cagliari and see. So Cagliari, okay, the number of bookings, they concede more cars. So here we cannot. Okay, let's add them because they can give you draw or win. So when you are betting on them, always bet double chance for them or any of the two teams can win. So that's all for that's all. So let's move on to France. So France League 1. So France League 1 is also here. Let's check their standing. PSG, they are not so that good, but they are big team, so you can add them. Okay, they are not good. So for me, I will not add them this season. I will not add them to my favorite teams because they are not good. They are on top of the league, but still they are not on form. So you just remove it from your best team. So I will not add them. Then you come here. This one I'll add this team to my favorite team because they are on form. They don't lose a lot. As you can see, they win. The number of winning is very high. So you can add them to your favorite team. So that's what links. So I'll add links to my favorite team. This season done. Adding PSG to my team. So then I'll add it. Then let's move on to Marcel. So Marcel, let's check their matches. Win. So here Marcel too. They are on form because they don't lose a lot than the number of winning. So I can add Leon to my favorite teams. So I'll add them than adding PSG. Yes. Then let's move on to Monaco. Monaco is also Monaco. We can't add them to our favorite teams. You cannot add them. You can't add them because they are not on form. So we cannot add them to our favorite team because their form is not good. So I think let's add Lee and see if Lee we can add something League 2, they are not on form, so that's how we can pick all our teams from. Then let's check and see League 2. League 2, okay, let's check League 2 and see. So Lee have three or Lee have so okay. This team, they are on top of the league, but they don't win a lot. They don't score more goals. So if you want to add them, anytime you are betting on them back, always bet double chance, because from the research, you can see that they don't score more goals. They don't win a lot. So you can go for under to them. Under goals, you can go for under double chance. Then if you want to do that, then you can add them to your favorite teams. Then the next one's Bodo. So you can check Bodo too. They win a lot, they are on form, but they concede more bookings. So if you want to add them to your favorite teams, always add them as you bet on them for either booking or double chance. Then you can add them to your favorite team. Then you add them to your favorite teams. Then we have Ment. So Ment is also here. Ment is on form, as you can see, they are on form. So Ment is on form, so you can add them to your favorite team, but they don't score more goals, so you can go for under or anything like that. That is all for you for today. That's all. Okay, let's move on and add more teams to it. So let's move on to something like Albania. So Albania, you just pick their major league that they play. So Albania, we have Trina. So Trina, if you check their own form, you can add them. But this one, they concede more cards, so you cannot add them to your favorite team because they can spoil your bets, because the number of cards they concede is very high. So then Partizan, we are on Albania Premier League. So Partizan, they are not on good form like others, and they don't score more goals. So here, as for Albania, let's check another one and see. Okay, here, no, they concede more cards. So as for Albania, I will not pick teams from there. I will not add any favorite team. Then I'll go for Algeria. So Algeria League 1. Let me check the standing. We have Bolistad is on top of the league. Let's check quickly and see. No, they are on top of the league, but they lose a lot. You can see they are not on good form, so don't add them to your favorite teams. Then we are let's check this one and see. No, still the same thing. They are not on good form, so let's check this one and see. The same thing, so you cannot add these teams. So let's move on from Algeria to Andalusia. Did they play league there? I haven't seen any league there. No, here we don't pick teams from here. So let's move on to Angola. So Angola, let's check their league. The league they play Girabola. So let's check if you can get a favorite team from there. So let's check this one and see. So we have Petro de Linda. So their form is not so that bad. So you can add them to your favorite team because the number of winners is very high. So we can add this team to our favorite team. Then we go for this one too. So you can do the same thing for all the leagues, the rest of the leagues. So this team is also good. You can add them to your favorite team. Then you tap on the follow button, tick blue like this. Then it has added to your team. Okay, so then you go for this one too and check and see. You check their matches. Okay, in this one we shouldn't add it because they lose a lot. So we just come out. So we do for. So you always pick the first top three teams. Then you add them to your favorite teams. Then let's move on from Angola to, let's say, Argentina, because this team. So Argentina, we have so many legs, so many legs. So here you can check for River. You check for River. I don't know. Here we cannot pick. We can't pick favorite team from this side because they concede more bookings. More bookings, as you can see. The number of bookings they concede is very high. So if you want to go for bookings, you can add them to your teams. If you don't want it like that, then you stop. So let's take this one for instance and see. So you can do the same thing for all the leagues. Hey, then this, all of this, they all concede more bookings. All concede more bookings. The number of bookings is very high, as you can see. The number of bookings is very high. So here, let's see another one and see. Let's check another one. So here, let's go for this one. Okay, this team, it seems like this league, every game they play, they concede card. Red card, red card, red card. So this team is on form. So you can add it to your favorite team. Then you can see from this side that they are on form. So you can add it to your favorite team. Then the next one is, let's check this one. We are on the 5th. The team on the 5th. So the fifth team, as you can see, this league there always red card, red card, red card. So if you want to go for booking, you can visit this Argentina Liga Profesional de Football because they always concede card. So then, okay, River Plate, their form is not so that good. So, but you can add it to your favorite team. Then the next one is, let's move on from their professional league to Copa del. What kind of league this is? They haven't started, so then let's move on to Promira National. So Promira National, they are playing, so we can check and see if we can get a favorite team. So here, I'll bring part two of this, how to select their best teams. This league is not so that good, so let's move on to another country. So Armenia first league. So Armenia, let's move on to Armenia first league and see if we can get our best team. So West Armenia, that's the team on top. So you can check their matches. Okay, they are not so that bad. So you can add them to your favorite team because they are on top of the league. So you can add them like this. Then the second on the league is also here. These are good because the team on the second recently they are great form, so you can add them to your favorite team. You tap on this one. So here you just pick only 2 teams. Let's check the third one and see if it is. No, so you pick all the 2 teams from Armenia first league. So let's check what league is this. Factex. Okay, so no, so let's move on from Armenia. So Armenia, we just pick only 2 teams. You tap on their first leg, then you tap it. So let's move on from Armenia to Austria. So I'll bring another video and then we continue from there. So Austria, we have Austria men's league, they have women's league, then they have men's league. So we have Melbourne City, they are on top of the league. Then you check their matches. Okay, they are on form, so you can add them, but they concede more bookings. Red card is very high, so if you are betting on this team, always be careful that, always remember that they concede more bookings. That's yellow card or red card, so they can spoil your bet at any time. So you can go for booking or you go for straight win for the team or double chance because they don't lose many matches, as you can see from this side. Then you check the second team, the team on the second, you can see this league is also a league of booking league. So you can go for bookings at this league. Then you add it to your favorite team because they are on form. A team is on form, you can add it. Then you check the last one, that's the third team. They can see they are not, so you don't have to add them to your team. They will spoil your bet at any time. So that's all. Then let's move on from Australia. Then move on to Australia. Australia Borders League. That's the major league they played at that country. So we have this how they play their league. I don't know the reason why. So Red Bull Sabak. So they are the, I think they are the best team at that country. So you can add them to your favorite team. You can add them. Then they have Stam. It's also there. You can add them to your team, but their form for this season is not so that good. So you cannot add them. So you can start adding your favorite teams when they play from 10 matches going. Then you start adding your favorite team. So this one is the end of the season. So it's getting to the end of the season. That's why they are like that. So Austria we just add Star Red Bull Sabok. So then we go for Azerbaijan. Then Azerbaijan first division. So Azerbaijan you can get many teams from there. Okay, as you can see we have some here. If you check their matches, this team is good, so you can add it to your favorite teams because you can check their form, then you add it. They are on first of the league. Then the second one is okay, this team, but they concede more bookings. The red card is also very important. So this team, you can't add it because they don't score more goals. They concede more cards, and you remove it. Then you come back to first league and see. So here you have this is their major league that they play at the country as a banner. So Garabak. So we check Garabak for some of the teams. Okay, they are not so that bad. They are okay, but you can add it to your favorite team. Or they are on top. They don't lose a lot, so let's add them. You tap the follow to add it to your team. Then you have Sabah. So then you check. Okay, they are on form too, so you can add them to your favorite team. Then you tap and then you add. So then we have, let's add all the two teams from this side. That's Azerbaijan Premier League. Then we go for this team, this country, Befrem. So Befrem, they have a team there. They are also good, so you can add them. Khalidia. So they are good, so you can add this team to your team, to your favorite team. So you can add them. Then you tap, then you add. Then you check the next one. Manama Club. They are good, but they don't score more goals, so you can add them to your favorite team. Then you tap, then you add. So then we move on to the third one and check this team. They are not good, so don't add them. Then we have Refa. They are not good, don't add them. That is all for the Brim. So you can do all this to the other leagues. We have so many countries and their leagues they play there, so you can pick many teams as your favorite team. So anytime they are playing, you don't have to go and do a lot of research. All you have to do is just tap your favorites, then the teams will come. Any day they are playing, any day your favorite teams, some of them will play. Not all of them, but some will play. So here is, okay, this team, they are not good, don't add them. Let's check this one and see. They are not good, don't add them. So this league, we can't get any best team from this side. Let's move on to Belarus. So Belarus, their major league is this league. That is Vaishaya Huan. So let's check the teams on top. Dynamo Minsk, like this team is there. So as you can check, they are on form, so you can add them to your favorite teams. As you can see, they don't concede more goals. Okay, they have now started their league, so you can add them to your teams. The one you tap, then add to your favorite team. Then you have this one. So you can start adding your favorite team from 10 matches. After they have played 10 matches going, you can start adding your best team. So this one too, they are on form. You can add them. As you can see, they are picking their form, so you can add them to your favorite team. Then you tap there. Then the next one we have Niman Orondo. Niman Orondo, okay. They are also good, so you can also add them to your favorite team. Then you add it. Then we have Bat. Bat is also here. But okay, their form is not so that bad. You can add them to your favorite team. When they get a small team, they can score them, then you add them. This is Belarus Premier League, their major league that they play. That's how we have adding our teams. Then let's move on to their second league. Their second league too, they have a team there. This team, they are very, very good, so you can add them to your favorite team. Then you add it. Then you check the second team. So then, oh no, this one you cannot add them to your favorite team. As you can see, they are not good, so don't add them to your favorite team. Then let's go for Belgium. So Belgium Premier League, that's the major league they play at that country. So we check those on top of the league. So here you check, so you can do all these things to the same team. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more video like this. Share to others to follow. So this is the league they play there. So we have, okay, this is the major league. So here is the league. Genk. All of, so those who know how to bet, you have here this team. This season, they are not on form. So as for me, I will not add them to my favorite team because their form is not good. But if you want, you can add them. Maybe next season they will perform. Royal Unity Guardians. So this team, they are on form than even the first team. As you can see, they will give you the goals. They can give you. They don't lose a lot. So you can add them to your favorite team because their form is higher than Genk. Then you go for Royal Antwerp. So this team also, as you can see, they are on form than even the first team. But anytime they are playing, they score more goals. They concede more booking. So you can go for booking, goals, and others. Not always win. So anytime they are playing, so you add them to your favorite team. These are the Belgium Premier League. Club Brugge is also here. Club Brugge, this season their form is not good, as you can see from this. So you don't have to add them. Maybe next season they will perform well. So if you want to add them to your favorite team, next season when they are playing, you check for when they play 10 matches going, then you add them to your favorite teams. So that's how it works. Then let's move on to, I think that's for Belgium team, the best teams. Then this team is always sometimes perform well. So let's check their matches. Their form is not so that good. So that's all for Belgium. So I'll bring part 2 of the league. So we have so many countries here. We haven't even getting to any of the countries. After that, then in another video, I will bring how you can select best countries that gives best teams for bet winning. So this one we are doing for all the countries. So that's how it's very, very long. So I'll end the video here so that in another video too, I'll continue from where I ended. So I end at the Belgium Premier League. So next video I'll continue from the rest of the league. So after selecting your teams, your favorite teams will come to this side, as you can see from the down here. Favorite. So all the teams that we selected, it will come here. So the teams we add them as our favorite teams will come to this side. So if you tap this side, these are all my favorite teams. These are all my favorite teams that they played today. So these are my favorite team that's having match today. So some of my favorite team they played today, you can see some of them. These are my favorite team. They win 2-1. They won 2-1. So you can check this one too. Any of the favorite team, this one they won 3-1. So the favorite teams, they are good when you add them. When you add 3, as you can, this one to the same thing. The one on the bell is my favorite team. So the bell shows that is my favorite team. They won. So all the 3 teams they have won today. Then you can check another one. This one too, they have won. So the best team that you select, they will always make your bet win. Except small ones. This one they have won. So all of the best teams are selected today. All of them they have won. This one too, they have won. So as you can see, all of the best teams are selected. All of them have what won. So tomorrow too, some of the best teams will play. So these are my best teams. That's has having match tomorrow.